Hello my friends, Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking here. Man, 2018 was probably one of the wettest mountain biking seasons I've ever seen. I think it goes down on the records as having more rainy days than there were dry days. Man, this is definitely looking like a water park more than a state park. So because of all that rain and mud and just yuck, the old remedy, it took a beating. It took a pretty good beating. So what I decided to do for 2019 is treat this bike to something special. So check out the rest of the video and you'll see exactly what I did. Hey, welcome back. Once again, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. So like I said earlier, 2018, it was a rainy season. Oh my God, the water is actually over my pedals right now. We had mud, we had just massive amounts of rain. I don't think the trails ever really dried out. So because of all this bad weather, like I said before, the old remedy, it really took a beating. I mean, the water got all over the place, the bottom bracket was drenched. It was even hard to do maintenance on the bike because you do maintenance on the bike and the very next weekend it would be drenched all over again. So again, because of all this bad weather and everything, I just wanted to do something special for the bike and get it back into shape. So the local bike shop that I go to is called Sussex Bike Shop. And they were having a special. What they were doing was, it was called a bike refresh. Basically, they ripped this bike down to its birthday suit, completely clean it up, ball bearings, rip everything apart. I mean, they just tear it apart. And they pretty much give it to you like a refresh. Pretty much, you get the bike back, other than the scratches you may have put on it, like new, and it just rides and feels awesome. So while Sussex had my bike, they were also having another special on rebuilding the suspension. So they rebuilt my fork and my shock. So I'll show you real quick how everything came out and how great the bike looks. But what I'm gonna do for you first is I actually lent Sussex Bike Shop a GoPro and they videotaped, does anybody videotape anymore? They videoed the process they went through. Now I don't have the entire thing on video, you did take forever, but I figured I'd show you some of the things they did, give you an idea how detailed the cleaning process is, and you'll see exactly why I'm so happy with the work they did. So check it all out. Pretty cool, right? I mean, they took this bike down to its nuts and bolts and rebuilt it up, and basically, like they said, they gave it a big old refresh. Now, I couldn't be more pleased with the results. I'll show you some screenshots right now. I mean, everything about this bike is just clean. They lubed everything. They put everything together great. When I sit on the bike, there's no squeaking. They actually found some bearings that were out of place that I didn't even notice right away. Shame on me. They actually found out that one of the bearings in my headset was completely shot. They replaced that for me. So the bike just got completely overhauled and just feels absolutely amazing. In fact, the only problem with what they did to the bike is the fact that they cleaned the bike so well I don't want to ride it now because it's just so clean. I don't want to get it dirty. So now I realize this type of service isn't for everyone, but you got to understand, if you're a guy like me that has spent quite a bit of money on his mountain bike. Yeah, granted, I could service the bike on my own. I was just running out of time, and they did it fast. Honestly, I really think they did it better than I could have done it anyway. And the bike just came back to me in an amazing condition. I think it's worth it. I mean, I won't do it every season, but maybe every other season. That keeps the bike in great shape. Plus, not for nothing, if you ever want to resell the bike, it's really not a bad thing to show that you cared about the bike, you kept it in good shape, so that the next person that gets the bike gets a really good secondhand bike. This is also a really good service for someone that just doesn't know how to wrench on their bike at all. Let's just say they keep their bike in the shed and they're getting ready to take it out for the upcoming season and they don't really know how to fix it. You don't have to go for the full refresh. They have different categories of freshness. I don't know. But basically, it's another really good service for folks that don't know how to work on their bikes and they want someone to take care of it for them. Anyway, I just thought I'd show it to you. It definitely wasn't a glorified bike wash. I mean, they ripped the bike down to everything and put it back together. I'm really happy with the service. So happy with the service that I plan on beating the ever-loving bejesus out of my Nomad this season. And the Nomad's going to go there for a refresh and get that all fixed up. Anyway, Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to learn more about Sussex Bike Shop and their services, there's a link in the description so you can learn more about it. And as always, my friends, keep the party on the pedals. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.